What is going on? And yes, 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 yes. That's your girl's new single coming soon. So I just kind of gave y'all a sample. That's it. And it's called Bitch on the Ground. Y'all already know. So if you like it, holla at your girl. Because it's not, you know what? I just wanted to give y'all a sample piece. You know what I mean? So people that, you can play it in your live streams or whatever, but just know that that's not the whole full song. So, I'm just giving y'all a little tidbit because, I love y'all. So before we get started, I'm going to thank my Visor Kings, my Visor Queens, and my Visor Honeys, and my Visor Princess. Thank y'all for coming to another Freaknik Friday. And I know y'all probably been, looking at some of my stuff that I've been putting up, as far as music and stuff like that. Y'all already know I think out of the box, sometimes, I do R&B, I do rap, I do this, I do that. So I just kind of switch it around. You know what I mean? I try to make my channel fun. And those that's been here for a while that knows me, they know that, I do a lot of different things with my channel and stuff. So this piece called, Bitch on the Ground and stuff, because it kind of made me think like, that new thing that's going on with boots on the ground and stuff. So you know what? Let's turn it around. Let's say, let's get this bitch on the ground. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you want to kind of go with some people that can understand what I'm talking about. I think it's funny. You know what I mean? I don't have no beef with nobody or anything like that, but I just put it up because I just think it was fun. And then I asked other people, and they're like, yeah, play that on your live stream, girl. If they like it and they want it, they can test the sample, but it's not the original though. It's not the original. I'm just kind of showing y'all a little tidbit on how your girl is rapping and how your girl is just kind of going after this and that and thinking out of the box too. You know what I mean? Because I've never heard anybody kind of went in on that kind of song that kind of way. You know what I mean? And I'm just hoping that I'm not offending anybody or anything like that. I just thought it was fun. I just thought it was fun and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because this is YouTube, and we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it fun. We want to keep it funny and classic and sexy and this and that. We just want to have fun. That's it. You know what I mean? Hey, how are you? How are you? You looking beautiful tonight. Let me share the live. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So what did you think? Because I'm gonna ask people what they think about my sample, bitch on the ground. Because a lot of people could, I'm pretty sure some people can relate. And some people be like, you know what, Miss Brown, you is crazy. And y'all already know. Y'all already know Miss Brown is crazy. Yes, 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 she is. She can be a little cray-cray. She can be a little cray-cray. But I like to have fun with my channel. And sometimes, I just kind of think out of the box and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I'll probably play it. I'll probably play it again, probably during intermission and stuff like that. If I have an intermission, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It all depends on how this show goes, y'all. Just, I'm not going to hold you. But anyway, people that could relate to what I'm talking about, it might be some copycats. It might be some copycats who like, oh shit, that is kind of hot. That is kind of, but it's not the whole song. It is not. I just gave you guys a little sample piece on what I'm working with and stuff because I love y'all. You know what I mean? But if you want the whole song, it's going to cost. I'm not giving it away free. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So if you're a member of my channel, hey, you know what I mean? You probably will get it free. But if you're not a member, you're gonna have to pay. You have to pay for the whole full, the whole full thing of it. You know what I mean? That's it. But I'm telling you, I'm just hoping that people can understand this shit. And the ones that want to go back and they want to look at it and stuff like that, they'll see where I'm going with it. They'll see what I'm going with it. But I will be playing it again, probably for the ones that that just didn't hear it or whatever like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey, Clock This T, how you doing? How you doing? I guess you're new here because I ain't never seen you here before. I ain't never seen you here before, so I guess you're new here. But welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. But anyways, yeah, so if anybody want to come up, I forgot. I did not drop the link. I apologize, y'all. I will drop the link and stuff. Erica, what your dog ass been up to, girl? Because I know you've been putting up a lot of videos, and which is cool, get your channel going, because I thought about you the other day. So all these damn videos that you putting up and stuff, hopefully you done got monetized and you're getting a couple of dollars from YouTube. We already know how it goes, you know what I mean? If your channel ain't messy like that, you just gotta wait in line and shit, you know what I mean? The messy motherfuckers, they gonna get paid off the rip. But small potatoes like us, Erica, you know what I mean? The ones that's little guppies that's gotta try to swim and stuff like that. We just gotta wait our little turn. We just gotta wait our little turn, girl. But it's coming. It's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming. So I'm gonna drop the link and stuff. Hopefully my doggone computer don't be acting crazy tonight, y'all, because y'all already know sometimes my computer be acting crazy. I'm gonna drop the link though in case anybody want to come up and holler at your girl and let me know what y'all think about bitch on the ground and stuff like that, because I want to know. I want to know how people feel about the sample piece that I put up tonight. It's not the whole full song. No, it is not. But I just want to know if people can understand where your girl is going with it. You said, I like your song, Miss Brown. Thank you so much. It ain't too crazy, is it? True. You think people will understand what I'm talking about? Then I put the effects of it. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you want to, when I see you in the street, I'm going to pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. So y'all already know. Y'all listen to a lot of my music this week. I'm pretty sure y'all did. Y'all heard some of my stuff, And I got a lot of more stuff coming, y'all. I do. I just haven't put it out yet. But I will be putting it out. And thank y'all for the ones that, that skyrocket one of my videos. I think it was if I'm not mistaken, I think it was DJ play my favorite song. You know what I mean? And even though that was a tidbit, because see, what I do is when I do my music, just so y'all can understand, because I know a lot of you people are probably like, well, why is she only doing a little bit of the song and then cutting it off? I have to do it like that because YouTube will come after my channel, because a lot of the materials that I use, as far as the background music, it's not mine. The only thing that you hearing is I lay my vocals down, but I gotta kind of keep it to a point where I know that YouTube is not gonna strike my channel, take my channel down and all of that stuff. So I just kind of keep it like that. But best believe I'm working on some stuff where some of my music is going to be on CDs. So whoever like my music and want to, buy it and stuff like that, they can hit me up. You know what I mean? You said I didn't hear the boots on the ground song. Was it short? Yes. It was short, but I'm gonna play it probably during intermission. I'm gonna play it during intermission. But if you want to go back and look at it, because I first came on with it and stuff, because hey, I think it was cute myself. You know what I mean? I think it was cute. Nobody else came up with it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So y'all could go back and y'all could look at it, check it out and stuff. Tell me what you think. So I think I did I did drop the link. So if people want to come in and stuff like that, because y'all already know I'm only in here for a teaspoon and stuff, and I don't know what is going on with these damn live streams, but I just been dipping and dabbing here and there and seeing certain people on and stuff like that. I just don't understand how. I don't know, I guess some people on YouTube, they just don't, some of these content creators, they just really don't have a fucking life. They don't have no life. And soon as they go on and stuff like that, they talking about the same shit. If you keep talking about the same shit, eventually that's going to kill your channel. See, a lot of people just don't know. When you go live all the time and talk about the same stuff, eventually you're killing your channel, because you're not going to get the audience that you once had. And you're going to notice that your numbers are falling, especially if you're going on there talking about the same thing day in, day out. People don't want to hear that, especially the trolls, because, the trolls got fat off of these stories. And the trolls, and they're not trying to lose weight. They want to keep on eating because that's what's going to keep them going. So all I'm saying is, like I said, the way you start your channel is the way you got to finish your channel. If you start your channel messy and all of that, and you feeding them trolls are gonna want to eat. That's just what it is. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I mean? And you could sit there and you could be like on top and got high numbers and this and that. But I'm telling you, eventually, mark my words, and I've seen it. The people that used to hold a lot of people in their live streams, y'all notice that some of their live streams aren't holding people like they used to because the stories are dying, or YouTube is shadow blocking a lot of people from coming into that live stream. I'm just telling you. That's just how this YouTube thing works. You know what I mean? What did you say, Truth? You said over and over, send over again. What? I don't know. I don't know what you said. Hey, King, how are you? How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You know what I mean? And thank y'all for for the new subscribers that I got. Y'all noticed that. Y'all already noticed. I mean, I can't hide it or anything, but y'all notice the ones that's been watching me, that's been following me and all of that. Y'all notice that my subscriber levels done went up a tad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, your girl can get a little cray. I ain't gonna hold you. Your girl can get a little cray, but I'm real, and I'm a tell you what I see down these YouTube streets. You know what I mean? And it's maybe a lot of people that don't like to hear the truth. Some people don't like to hear it, but they're not gonna come at me. They're not gonna come at me because I'm an OG, and they know that. Hey, wait a minute. You can't talk shit about Miss Brown because Miss Brown been around these streets a long time. She'll come after your dog ass quick. But I haven't had no beef. Nobody even came to me and stuff like that. So I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna put up my music. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that and stuff like that. And I'm gonna keep on moving on. That's it. I can't do nothing else with my channel. And matter of fact, that's going to be my new song coming out, y'all. I'm moving on. Y'all just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, and then like I said, bitch on the ground, y'all, if you want a copy and all of that, it's gonna be $3.99. And but I'm gonna let y'all know when it's available. I said it's coming soon. So don't start trying to save your pennies and be like, oh, I'm gonna get it right now. Don't get it right now because it's not. No. He said the song is hot. Play it again. Okay. They say they want to hear it again, so I gotta play it again, y'all. I'm gonna play it again. They said the song is hot. Play it again. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Y'all hold on. Let me get it. out in the street, talking shit about me. You don't know about my life. If you walk past and always talking stuff, no, you ain't gonna do nothing. When I see you raise on the street, I'm popping, 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 popping. Ooh, bitch on the ground. Yeah. Bitch on the ground. Keep up with me, like the kids off your feet. Don't you let me be. Won't turn up the beat. Don't you just leave me alone. The bring up the phone. I'm a going, going. Oh, this bitch on the ground. Yeah. This bitch on the ground. Did you walk out in the street talking shit about me? You don't know about my life. If you walk past and always talking stuff, no, you ain't gonna do nothing. When I see you raise on the street, I'm popping, 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 popping. Ooh, bitch on the ground. Yeah. Wow. Keep up with me, like the kids off your feet. I have to let me be. Won't turn up the beat. Don't you just leave me alone. The bring up the phone. I'm a going, going. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's bitch on the ground. I guess, somebody wanted to hear it. So I figured I'd play it again. But just to tell y'all, that's just a sample. Yeah, I love y'all. So that's why I said, you know what? I'm going to play it because somebody reached out and say, hey, that song is hot, Miss Brown. I want to hear it. So I played it. Like I said, if y'all want to buy it, you got to realize that it's not for free. I'm not going to put the whole song up on YouTube, so you're going to have to buy it. You got to buy it, and you'll get the whole CD of Bitch on the Ground. So yeah. So getting back to the show, y'all. Yeah. I know. I know, true. It was just like I said, it was just more of a, it to me, nobody came up with it. So I figured, you know what? You know me, I do a lot of fun stuff with my channel and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Let's just kind of do Bitch on the Ground, because we already know they got the song called Boots on the Ground. So let's say Bitch on the Ground. You know what I mean? You talking shit when I see you in the street. You know what I mean? It's on and popping. That's it. You know what I mean? So people that can understand, what I'm saying is that, damn, okay, but I got people telling me that song is hot, and they want a copy. So I'm gonna see and stuff. Like I said, I just put that little sample piece up there for y'all, because I love y'all my family, and I've always told y'all. I've always said, listen, y'all my family and stuff, and I love y'all and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Even though I don't hold a lot of people. It's other people probably going live tonight talking about the same old damn thing, doing the same old thing and stuff like that. You're really not gonna learn shit from none of these channels whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's like they gotta come up. They gotta come up with storylines, and they gotta come up with this, and they gotta come up with that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy that that's the way. But hey, that's the way they live. That's the way they live, and that's how they earn their little YouTube bread and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody got monetized by themselves. Nobody went out there and promoted their channel. Nobody got it out of the mud. These motherfuckers stayed in YouTube, went around these YouTube streets, and that's how they were able to build their fan base off of somebody else's shit. You know what I mean? You said gimmicks? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. We already know that, King. We already know that. You know that I just stay in my own lane. I do my own shit. You know what I mean? I do my own shit. Nobody come after me. I don't come after nobody. But I talk about what I see down these YouTube streets, and then I'm the fuck up out of her. You know what I mean? But if anybody got a problem with Miss Brown, they can always, remember I told y'all, always come to see me. Only thing I tell you is to wipe your feet, and when you come up, talk like you got some sense. But if you come up here act like you want to cuss somebody out, this and that, disrespect me and all that shit, oh, your ass is flying the fuck up out of her. You ain't visiting nobody at church. You ain't visiting, you ain't high-fiving bitches and all that other shit. You ain't calling nobody out on the live stream. You ain't calling nobody out in the chat box. You getting the hell up out of her. You gonna be outside. You gonna be outside and be like, God damn, Miss Brown just shot me through the motherfucking door. Yes, I did, because you didn't know how to act. Come up here with some respect. That's all I'm saying. What did you say? Wait, what did he say? He said, what's going to pay? Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Like I said, if they want to copy, or even if you want to copy, you're gonna just wait until I put the whole, get together and just put the whole single, you know what I mean? Because right now it's just a sample piece. I was just doing that. I was putting that out, just a sample piece, because I wanted to let everybody know, hey, you know what I mean? I like to have fun with my channel. So I want to give y'all a little tidbit on what Miss Brown can do and stuff like that. And also something that nobody else came up with. They ain't never came up with that. You can go on TikTok. You can go on Facebook. You can go on whatever and shit like that. You ain't gonna see what I just did. You're not going to see that. You know what I mean? Because it's funny, it's entertaining, and and I know that people will get a rise out of it. Because I know I did. You know what I mean? And I listen to it, and I'm not gonna hold you. I listen to it all the time because I think it's funny. You know what I mean? I think it's funny. And I think that if people can relate to humor, they'll get it. The ones that don't probably be like, oh shit, I don't get Miss Brown. She just, I don't know, she crazy, But the ones that know me, they be like, Miss Brown be doing a lot of crazy stuff with her channel, but I love it. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. I want people to be like, damn, she do a lot of crazy stuff with her channel, but I love it. I want that CD. I want it. You know what I mean? I want the full CD. And the CD, I'm selling it. I think I'm selling it for $3.99. I think $3.99. So it's not that bad. You spend a lot. You spend that on memberships up in this motherfucker. Let's just keep it real and shit. Ones that used to hold memberships, I went around I went around some of these content creators channels and stuff, because now YouTube got people that's members of that channel and subscribers of that channel. So I just happened to click on their subscribers and their members. I'm like, wow, he used to be one of my members and subscribers. He used to be one of my members and subscribers. She used to be one of my, you know what I mean? So I already know, once your channel is dead and you ain't doing what you're gonna do, they're gonna take their memberships and they're going somewhere else. And that's just it. That's just it. You know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true. And believe me, once your channel get popping again, and once you got that storyline, oh, they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back, and they're gonna probably take their membership back from the person, or they're gonna come and they're gonna try to sit in your chat box and mingle with everybody else and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But those are the motherfuckers. Don't let them on your panel. Don't let them on your panel, because if they didn't support you when you were down, they shouldn't have to support you when you're up. You know what I mean? Let them kick rocks. Say, listen, I don't mind you coming over and hanging out and stuff like that, but you ain't coming up on my panel. We ain't powwowing. We ain't going out for coffee. We ain't going out for no drinks or anything like that, because you seen me struggling over here. You saw my low numbers, and you ain't even come and say, hey, hi, how you doing? Even though I be down these YouTube streets, I still want to say hi to you. And it's a lot of motherfuckers on here. They see some of these content creators struggling, trying to stay above water, and they still just pass them right on by, and go to the fuck shit, the entertainment shit, and all of that stuff. It won't even hit the likes, the thumbs up, the this, the that. They won't even hit nothing. They won't hit shit on your goddamn channel until your shit get popping again. And the only way you're gonna get popping is the mess. The mess. You know what I mean? Half of these motherfuckers, just like I said, YouTube be sending me these damn links and shit, and I be looking at some of these goddamn content creators and shit like that. I don't know if they buying bots. I don't know if they doing that shit, but like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you got 100, 200 people in your goddamn life. Like, everybody's out at the same goddamn time. Who works on this motherfucker? Who works? Do anybody work? Do anybody punch a clock on this bitch? No. Don't nobody punch no damn clock. Hell no. The content creator don't even punch a clock, because they sit there and try to figure out how they gonna get a cash app, how they gonna get a super kiss, how they gonna get this, how they gonna get that. You know what I mean? And half of the motherfuckers, either, like I said before, either they get unemployment, welfare, Social Security, SSI, or disability. So they got a lot of free time on their hands. They do. They got a lot of free time on their hands. But what about the motherfuckers that everybody's out? If you're running your live stream at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you got 100 to 200 motherfuckers up in your shit, that means everybody didn't have to work that same day. Everybody out. 100 and something motherfuckers out and don't work. That's up in your shit all day, 24/7. Like, no coffee break, no bathroom break, no makeup break, no nothing. These motherfuckers, they just live up on YouTube forever. And it won't even turn their shit off. They won't even turn their shit off. See, those are those desperate motherfuckers. So you can tell the desperate motherfuckers, because if they can run their live stream all day, all night, all next day, and all that shit, they ain't got no goddamn life. They ain't got no girl. They ain't got no husband. They ain't got no kids or nothing like that. They lonely. Motherfuckers is lonely. It's a lot of lonely motherfuckers up on YouTube. I'm just telling you. It's a lot of lonely people up on YouTube. especially some of these damn content creators and shit. Who the fuck gonna run a live stream for 14 to 15 goddamn hours? Get off and then start a new one. Like, bitch, what the hell is going on with you? I guess you just don't give a fuck. So whatever you didn't get in the first one, begging ass, you're going to try to get in the second one. You're going to try to be like, shit, if I stay up here long enough, I already know Cash App is going to come my way. Super Kisses is going to come my way and all of that shit. But you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something, and y'all better understand this. Sometimes you could keep going live after live after live after live, and the only thing you're doing is you're killing your channel. Because if you don't keep up mess after mess after mess, you are going to lose your audience. And a lot of motherfuckers be like, you know what? She said the same thing, or he said the same thing yesterday. Or he said the same thing last week. Look at these motherfuckers. Y'all gotta remember. Look at some of the motherfuckers that used to go live a long time ago. Look at how either they don't go live as much, or when they do go live, they don't hold the audience like they used to, because they're trying to change their channel around a little bit. And even though if they do get a little bit messy, it's still not going to be the same. It's still not going to be that popping thing and all of that stuff. And that's only because now we're under a whole new different umbrella. We under a whole new different umbrella. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Y'all already know me. I could sit up here and I could talk for whatever. And it don't matter, if I have 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people in my shit. You know what I mean? That I have to be up here. I have to be up here because that's what I pay StreamYard $25 fucking dollars for and shit. Sometimes I feel like I'm cheating myself because I'm paying more to StreamYard than I'm actually getting, because I'm really not getting the audience that I'm supposed to have. Paying $25 fucking dollars, I'm paying more to StreamYard than YouTube is paying me. You know what I mean? Just by doing my live stream. But you know what? As content creators, sometimes we just, like I said, we just have to keep on going with our shit. We just have to keep on going with our shit. And if we don't hold that many people in our shit, and it's time to pay StreamYard, and motherfuckers that know StreamYard is like Rent-A-Center. Bitch, you gonna pay me. You gonna pay me, or I'm knocking your shit off. That's it. And they want their shit faithfully. And bitch, if you pay them with that same credit card, don't even worry about it, because they got you covered. Because they're gonna take that shit out the next month at that same goddamn credit card. You know what I mean? If you got enough money up in that bitch, believe me, they're gonna take their little $25 out. And if you don't have it in there, best believe you're going to get an email. Hey, your StreamYard is due, and we tried to charge your credit card, and yeah, we got a problem. Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to use my American Express card. Bitch, how you know I wanted to use my American Express card this month? Maybe I wanted to use my Discover card this month. Oh, hell no. Y'all better wake up and understand. StreamYard, they don't play. They like Rent-A-Center. They want their motherfucking money. Just keeping it real. And you gonna pay. If you don't pay, it's your dog ass ain't gonna go live. That's why I need to check out more of what's going on with the YouTube side and shit. You know what I mean? Because we can all go live. We can all go live in our studio. We can. But the only thing we can't do is we can't bring motherfuckers up on our panel, but we can go live and it don't cost us nothing. But we want the rah-rah. See, a lot of motherfuckers, that's probably what they should have did, because then they wouldn't have had to make up backup channels. had they just kept it where if they just kept it strictly YouTube studios, then they could have just went live, talk their shit, pop their shit. They didn't have to have nobody on the panel. Nobody could never come for them because it's like they're doing their own shit and they don't have to integrate with nobody. Yes, they see the chat and they can relate to the chat and talk to the chat and all of that and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe they would be able to post the comments and stuff like that, but they would not be able to come up on the panel. See, a lot of these motherfuckers, see, a lot of these channels and stuff, had they take heed and try to figure out, hey, you know what? I done had to make up 2 backup pages because of this crazy shit, all this crazy dumb shit that I'm going on down in these damn YouTube streets and stuff like that. Arguing with this person, arguing with that person. You ain't even got to do all that. You know, if you got to make up a backup page next time, don't even fuck with StreamYard. Go with YouTube Studios and shit. Keep that shit where if you're gonna be up on your panel, let you be the only one on your panel and still engage and relate to some of your subscribers or potential subscribers and stuff. Because as soon as you let them farm animals up on your shit, you're done. You're done. And a lot of motherfuckers, they already know. A lot of motherfuckers deliberately go around these YouTube streets and shit because they done either got canceled out, struck, and all of that shit, and they can't go live, but yet they mad, got vengeance in their heart, and they going after somebody, and the only way they can do it is call them out on your shit. Call them out on your shit. As soon as they come on your shit, now they gonna battle. Now they gonna battle. They're gonna go back and forth. They're gonna do this and go that, blah, blah, blah. And then you think you're gonna get full monetization for that video? No. What you're probably gonna do, like I told y'all before, is you're gonna get the premiums. You're gonna get YouTube premiums, and y'all already know YouTube premiums don't pay nothing but between $3 to $4, maybe even $5 at the most. But you're not gonna get full monetization. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them, even though a lot of these content creators and stuff, when they go live and stuff, the only thing they really got to depend on is Cash App. The only thing they got to really depend on is super chats. The only thing they got to depend on is super kisses and all of that stuff. Because, you know, nobody, see, the way this YouTube thing is that it's too much jealousy up on these panels. It's too much envy up on these panels and stuff like that. And people will deliberately sabotage, befriend you, and then sabotage your channel on the back end. And you'll be trying to figure out, oh my God, this person did it. And it may not even be the person that you think. It may be the person that you thought that you could sit on the phone and chit chat and chop it up and this and that, tell your little deep, dark secrets and all that. No. Because meanwhile, that bitch is probably sitting around with a recorder and all of that stuff because they trying to get their shit popping. You know? Half of these goddamn channels are built on that. These channels aren't built because they got it out the grind. These channels aren't built because, you know, they went and did the right thing with their channel. Hell no, half of these fucking channels are built on messiness because that's what pays. You know, I don't care how many subscribers that you have. 9 times out of 10, the subscribers that you have came from one of the original OGs. The subscribers that you had was already there. The only thing they did was seeing your dog ass being messy and just decided to subscribe to your channel. But they was never your subscribers. I don't care how many subscribers a channel got. There was never your subscribers. There was somebody else's subscribers that just happened to see you and decided to subscribe to you. But the originals, no. The originals, they were always here. The originals were always here. And a lot of people, a lot of these original OGs, content creators that's on YouTube today, that's got subscribers. Those are the ones that's been with them for a long time. They made go down the street. They may do this, they may do that, but best believe they were always there. They were always there. They might be hiding behind bushes or under chairs or stairs or whatever like that, but they were always there. And then when the new people come through, and stuff like that, and they messy and this and that and da da da, da, they're gonna get those content creator OG subscribers because hey, they feel like, hey, damn, this channel, okay, all right, I like this channel. This is a messy channel. I can relate. And that's what it is. Mess can relate to mess, but mess cannot relate to positivity because positive channels, oh, hell no. People don't want that. People don't want that. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people today, a lot of people have these channels and stuff. It don't matter if you get how many subscribers or whatever. You run a channel, if it ain't about mess, yeah, you gonna get a couple of subscribers, but best believe your watch hours are going to be shit. Mm-hmm. Your watch hours are going to be shit. And the only reason why I'm telling y'all this is because, like I said, I've been an OG down these YouTube streets, and a lot of people have came to me and told me that, it's not even the subscribers, it's the watch hours. The watch hours. If your channel ain't shit and you talking about something that's not interesting, they're gonna watch for a minute, but they're gonna move on to the mess. And you're gonna be struggling. I can't tell you how many content creators that I've seen down these YouTube streets, even though they have the subscribers. They have the numbers, but their watch hours they do not have. They don't have. And that just lets me know is that a lot of people that watch the videos, they really don't watch them fully. They don't watch the commercials. They don't watch the ads or anything like that because it's too fucking boring. They want the meat and potatoes. So they're going to cut. They're going to cut through the video and go through the exciting shit. But meanwhile, YouTube ain't looking at that. YouTube like, oh, well, you know what? They didn't look at the whole video. So that really is not going to count. And that is not going to benefit that content creator. It isn't. I bet you. And I don't even know how much some of these subscribers make, these content creators that run these big channels and this and that. I mean, not even run big channels that have numbers and stuff. They could have a lot more if they would have cut out that bullshit. You know what I mean? They could have a lot more if they cut out the bullshit. But the reason why they're not getting paid what they should be getting paid because it's too much mess. Too much mess on their panel and stuff. You know what I mean? But they think, hey, you know what? This is fun. It's fun. And we understand a lot of motherfuckers be like, you know what? I just use this as just a getaway. I just use this as something just to kind of just pass the time away and stuff like that. And and that's cool because a lot of motherfuckers be like, you know what? I don't care about YouTube. I just come on here just to have fun, chop it up, and this and that and stuff like that. But you got some shit. You got some of these damn, and I'm talking about, I'm going to get on the men. I'm going to get on the men because some of these men are ridiculous. Some of these motherfucking men talk about other men, talk about how they look, how they dress, their teeth, their hair. Who the fuck, what kind of real man is going to get up on YouTube and start talking about another man? That's crazy to me. If you can sit there and talk about another man like that, bitch, you in a closet somewhere. You in a closet somewhere. So you wanna come out on YouTube. And I'm just telling you and shit like that. And I never understand how some of these motherfucking men be watching other men all goddamn night long. Like, bitch, do you got a girl? Do you got a wife? Where your kids? You know what I mean? If you can sit on YouTube from sun up to sundown and watch another man talk about another man, talk about how a man look, how a man's teeth look, and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Something's going on. Something's going on with that picture and stuff. And this is the type of shit that I'm seeing down these YouTube streets. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I've seen some of these content creators, and I'm talking about the men. They be talking about they be talking about how, oh my God, it be crazy how the way they disrespect some of these females and stuff like that. And that's only because they're trying to get their channel up. So it just lets me know, if you disrespect the female on YouTube, that means you probably disrespect your mama, your grandmama, disrespect your kids, if you got daughters and all of that stuff. It's like you don't give a fuck. You don't. You know what I mean? And now, if you found a place in YouTube and you thinking that people really liked you, ain't nobody on YouTube no friend. They're not friends on here. There's no friends. The only thing they trying to do is they trying to either get up under you, see what they can get out of you to try to make their channel better. They give two shits about you. And if you have some juicy shit, believe me, they're going to expose you. They're going to expose you. But let's just keep it real though. On the other flip side, a lot of motherfuckers will put some crazy shit out just to see if they can trust that person, or it might be some real shit to that. Because they probably believe that they could trust that person, and knowing that that person, hey, you know what? I like this person. I came to their live stream. I know they're not going to double cross me, this and that, da, 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 da. The next thing you know, bam, it happens. Anything that's juicy that a person that can use, they're going to use it. But like I said, it's a lot of motherfuckers that come up with some fictitious shit just to either see that person's gonna be real, or they may just come up with it because they want their channel up and running. So they'd be like, ooh, did you hear about such and such and such and such? It'd be like, ooh, no, what happened? Next thing you know, it's a rumor going around these goddamn YouTube streets. Yep. And next thing you know, that person be like, oh shit, I'm famous. Stand to this day, I don't understand all these goddamn interviews going up on YouTube. Yeah, I had to interview this person. What the fuck is you interviewing? Hollywood ain't calling none of you motherfuckers to come and do a goddamn show, a sitcom, or nothing. Like I said, where you at on YouTube, that's where your dog ass is going to be, making messy channels, fun at people, doxing, this and that. Your dog ass ain't going no goddamn where. This is all about YouTube fun. That's it. And some people kind of take it to the next level, like, oh no, I'm going to find out where this bitch live. I'm going to find out where this bitch live, and I'm going to pull up and this and that. What the fuck? Bitch, this is YouTube. This is YouTube, but we already know sometimes YouTube can go a little further, and sometimes people ain't cut like that. People ain't cut with that type of cloth. They might be like, "Oh, bitch, oh no, 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 no. You ain't gonna sit here and say this about me or say this about my family, bitch. I'm gonna find you. I'm going to find you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you keep that personal shit off of goddamn YouTube. It's just like I said. Why the fuck would you want to talk about your personal life up on YouTube? YouTube is supposed to be fun. That's it. Keep it fun. Keep it like, bitch, you don't know me. I could be Cinderella, or you could come up on YouTube and be anything you want. You could be a fucking princess. You could be a billionaire or whatever like that. Because it's just fun. It's just make believe. Once you click out that goddamn button, that little red button at the corner of your damn screen, you're done. We ain't got to talk. You ain't got the email. You ain't got nothing. If I don't leak out any personal information about me, bitch, you won't even find me. but it's a lot of ones do. Mm-hmm. A lot of ones do. And I'm gonna tell you, and listen, and I don't care if people don't believe me or not, but a lot of motherfuckers get their personal information is through because you're so gung ho on getting those cash apps and shit like that. When a motherfucker send you a cash app, your shit is already leaked anyway. Message. They got your information. They know your name. And if they dig deeper, they're gonna have all your information. That's how a lot of motherfuckers find out. I'm just keeping it real. The ones that you can't trust, those are the ones that deliberately befriend you, send you that shit, so just so they can get your personal information. So next time you ever, you get in a beef with a motherfucker, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I got this bitch number. I know where she lives. I got this. I got that. I got that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call a hoe out. I'm gonna call this crazy ass, messy ass hoe out. That's it. Yeah, but this is just YouTube. So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And a lot of people might be like, "Oh, Miss Brown, no, now what she talking about?" No, Miss Brown, do know. I do know what I'm talking about, and and I talk sense. You know what I mean? I talk sense, and I let my subscribers know, and the ones that know me, the ones that's been dealing with me for a long time, they know I'm real. You know what I mean? They know it. They know I'm real and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna offend anybody. I'm just saying what I see down these YouTube streets, and how some of these channels are ran, and how some of these men disrespect the women. I know some of the women. I know they disrespect the man. Yeah, I know that. I do know that. And I know how some people can be messy, but it seemed like to me, and this is just my opinion, the men are more messier than the women now. The men are. They're more messier. They step out, they try to find out about the female, if the female got kids, if the female got this, the female got that. Next thing you know, they running a live stream. They running a live stream. And half of the stories that come out the allegedly Mo3 sector, those are the stories that's supposed to stay in the Mo3 sector. They're not supposed to be leaked to the mommy sector, to the prison sector, to the black eyed pea sector, and all of that stuff. Because if they want to run stories from the Mo3 sector, you need to pay motherfucking dues. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. They need to elect a president of the Mo3 sector. Bitch, if you're going to run our live streams, if you're going to say anything about anybody in the Mo3 sector, you're going to pay. You're going to pay. That's the kind of unity that if you're saying that you're from the Mo3 sector, we all need to stick together. But we didn't. We didn't stick together. We didn't. We let the pork and beans in. We let the food stamp sector in. We let the this in. We let the that in, and all of that stuff. And now it's just like a free. You know what I mean? It is. You elect a president of the Mo3 sector, someone that that can regulate some shit and be like, you know what? I see that you're going live, but I also see that you're talking about some people that's from the Mo3 sector, and you're running their stories. Pay them. Pay them. Oh, wait a minute. You're running their live stream on your shit, and you're not from the sector. Pay them. Pay them. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers that know what I'm talking about, they know. I can't tell you how many stories that I've seen that other people have ran, that people from the Mo3 sector originally, and they ain't even from the Mo3 sector, but they run their live stream about someone from the Mo3 sector. So if you got a president of the Mo3 sector, if someone elect a president of the Mo3 sector, this is how we're all going to stick together. From the Mo3 sector, from the pork and bean sector, from the mommy sector. Okay, you're running a story about someone that's in the Mo3 sector, someone that came from the Mo3 sector. I'm the president. So in order for you to run that story, you got to pay. You got to pay. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. People that can understand what I'm talking about, people that can understand what I'm talking about, that's how we are going to stick together as a unit. That's how the Mo3 sector is going to stand out from the others. Not leaking different stories over here, leaking different stories over there, accepting motherfuckers in the Mo3 sector that really wasn't even in here to build the Mo3 sector. You know, if all the OGs stuck together, you know, and y'all already know who the OGs are because they say it all the time, who the original OGs are. You need to pay homage. And if you're talking about some shit in the Mo3 sector, then you need to pay the president of the Mo3 sector. Because it seemed like everybody else is venturing out. It seemed like the pork and beans is venturing. It seemed like the black sector, the beef sector, the mommy sector, and all of that. So if they got their own thing going, the Mo3 needs to have their own thing going too. Elect a president. So if the mommy sector is going live and talking about somebody from the Mo3 sector, then they're going to have to pay the president of the Mo3 sector. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, Tori? You want to come up, Tori? Let me drop the link because you already know I'm only in here for a minute, and you know I'm just talking and popping my shit for a minute. And tell me what you think about Tori. Tell me what you think about bitch on the ground. Bitch on the ground. Bitch on the ground. My new well, I put the single out tonight. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it and let you hear it, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna be the fuck up out of her. Hold on. As you walk out in the street, talking shit about me, you know my mind. If you walk past and always talking stuff, no, you ain't gonna do nothing. When I see you in the street, I'm popping. Ooh, sit on the ground. Yeah. Keep working with me, my dick can help your feet. Don't you let me be. Won't turn up with me. Don't you just leave me alone. I'm anyway, y'all. So Tori. That was my single sample coming soon called bitch on the ground. Whoa, I got this bitch on the ground. So anyway, let's see who else. Let's see who's out. Oh, you said you can't hear the words. Well, I guess you're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to listen to the live stream. You know what I mean? Go back, listen to the live stream, and yeah. But like I said, it's just a sample piece. So I'm hoping that other people was able to hear it and stuff because I mean, was it too loud? Should I turn it down? Could you hear it through the thing? Oh, you said, hold on, I'm coming up. Okay. So Tori's coming up, y'all. Tori's coming up. Y'all already know. I was about to go. But when it comes to my guests and stuff, I give them a chance to kind of rock out or tell us about their their channel and all that stuff, or tell us what's going on down these YouTube streets. Because y'all already know I'm not here all the time. But I dip and dab and and I leave a comment here or there and stuff like that. If I see, if I see some stuff. Matter of fact, I went into Eve live stream. I just kind of looked around and stuff like that. I don't know. YouTube sent me her link. I think she's a subscriber. I think maybe on a DL or whatever. Because it seemed like every time she go live, her shit just pop up on mine. But anyway, she was talking about some content and stuff like that. I think it was pretty interesting, and I'm hoping that I told her, I said, you know what, finally, you running some content. Not all that messiness and shit like that. And then next thing you know, she done went live and started talking about some crazy other shit. I was like, bitch, you ain't never gonna you're not gonna grow nothing positivity about your channel. You know what I mean? I thought she was gonna change it, turn it around and stuff like that. But maybe she got her reasons or whatever. But yeah, sometimes when you be out in these streets and you fighting and stuff like that, and then you're getting this and you're getting that and you're getting gifts and you're getting money, sometimes you overlook that positivity shit. You want the mess because you already know that mess is what's gonna, that mess is what's gonna bring the boys, the bitches, the dogs, the cats to the yard. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna keep your YouTube channel going. But we already know that's only gonna last for a minute. That ain't gonna last. That's not going to last for long. Believe me. All these channels that's up and popping and this and that and stuff like that. It's just gonna be a matter of time. Their motherfucking ass is gonna be done. You know what I mean? Hello, how are you?
Yo, what's good? You can hear me?
I'm good. We're just up here, just kind of chit-chatting and stuff. And I noticed that that you've been here to my channel, a few times and stuff like that. So tell me what you think about the sample piece of Bitch on the Ground.
Oh no, it's hot. It's hot. I give you that. It's respectable. It's a nice dance beat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Tori said, yeah, you can't really hear it. You can't really hear it because it might be too loud on your computer and everything. But you know what I mean?
Oh, it might be too loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me turn it down. Okay, tell me. I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna replay it then, and you tell me if you can hear it. Cause okay, you might be right. It may be too loud. Hold on, and you tell me if you can hear it. Hold on.
All right.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, you hear it now. You hear it now.
Huh?
Yeah, you hear a little. You can hear it better now.
Okay, so if I turn it up just a tad. Okay, hold on. Because it might have been up too high. You're right.
Yeah, it might have been too high, but it's a nice
Okay,
stepping
tell me
beat.
this now. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you good. You good. Throwing them bowls.
Might be picking up your teeth. Let me be. You just leave me alone.
Go get the bitch on the ground. What's up? Mhm.
Okay, so you already know, like I said, that's the sample piece. So that's coming. So how
Mhm.
did that sound?
That sounded good. That sounded real good.
So you heard it. You heard it better?
Yeah, you heard it better. You fine. You heard it better.
Okay, so I apologize, everybody, that maybe when I was playing it, the sound, I had it up too loud. That's only, because I got excited. So
I
I was
understand.
blasting it. So I apologize. Here's Tori. Hold up. Hey, Tori, what's going on? Tori,
Hey, what's up?
what's going on? Did you hear the sample piece?
Yeah, I heard a little bit better.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I got the I got now. I'm saying I got the notification for it when you posted it. Cause it was like yesterday or the day before or something like that.
The day
Hey, what's up,
before.
dog?
What are you talking about?
When you didn't you make a post? You made some type of post about a song. Ain't that it right there?
No.
I got
What I did
I got
was
a
I did a
notification.
sample. Yeah,
Notification.
I did. Listen, I did a sample piece. And then I just took it down. I took it down and stuff. Even though, I mean, it was getting mad views. Oh my God, it was getting mad views. But I just took it down because it was just a sample. So I snatched it down
Okay.
and I decided to play the sample on my live, but that's not the whole full song. I was just giving people a little tidbit sample on the ground. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
You can
fun.
tell. Yeah, you can tell. That's a nice sample because I love samples too in songs.
Right.
And
So I
I
figured
love.
that people, people that hear it and stuff like that, they can relate. But like you said, Mr. Snowden was saying that he couldn't really hear it earlier. What's
Yeah,
going
that's what I was
on?
about to ask you. Though that dude named Anthony, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up now? How you doing, Tori?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah, I heard that. But yeah, that's a nice little love song. I'm saying, so what you doing? What you gonna be doing? Cause you got a lot of songs. What you gonna make an album? Put an album together? Put songs together?
Yeah. Yeah, I just did one. I said
Or put them on?
I did DJ play my favorite song. That went crazy. That went crazy. I think that's up to like 600 views. So they love that.
Okay, I gotta go in there and listen to I gotta do cleaning up some what you call I
Yeah.
be I, you know I, yeah uh I be busy though. Like I just got off work just now. That's what took me so long to get up here because I just got in.
Oh,
No word, y'all
okay.
fading in and out,
So
bro. Somebody's staticking.
huh?
Somebody's staticking. I don't know if it's you, Tori,
Oh,
but
it
you
might be
staticking bad,
Tori.
bro.
You might have to go out and
I
come back
don't,
in.
all right.
Yeah, I think it might be Tori. Sometimes this audio. Okay, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm just saying he was staticking bad. I could hear him, but it was just clouding. That's all.
Right. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Okay,
Hopefully he'll come
yeah.
right back. Hopefully he'll come right back.
Well, I mean, if he don't, then that's fine because you know, whatever what is it that you know what's going on with you, Mr. Snowden? What is it that you want to talk
Oh
about or
nah,
discuss?
I hear you talking about uh, you talking about the YouTube streets. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? They gonna whatever they can put out to make money off of, they gonna do. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's sad that I heard you talking about brothers talking about brothers. I mean, I don't know how that come into a big topic if they doing it because that's crazy to me to hear something like
Well,
that.
that's
But
what they
at the end of
do.
the day,
That's
you know what
exactly
I'm saying?
what they do. What they do is they go on these YouTube streets, and you know, to me, it seemed like it's a lot of in closets, you know,
Yeah, it might be.
guys
It
up
might
on
be.
here because they
It might
sit
be.
there and they looking and viewing and in another man's chat all day long. They don't leave. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're there. As long as that content creator that runs that live stream, that person will never leave. And for the life of me, I don't understand how. And you got people during the day at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you got 100,
Man,
200 people up in your shit. That means that day, 100 to 200 people ain't even working. No breaks, no part time, no full time or nothing. Just lavishing up in your. I don't understand.
that's just
They
jealousy and envy. All that is jealousy and envy. They seeing somebody doing a better vibe than them, so they gonna talk about them. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. You know, it's all about getting paper. That's all the YouTube thing is about making paper. Whatever
Right.
can
And
make
you know
paper,
what they
they're gonna
always
do.
talk about? See, what they always talk about, what's trending in these YouTube streets now is Mo 3. See, a lot of people think that they know what really happened to Mo 3, but a lot of them don't really know. They just kind of speculating and they going off on what they think, and it isn't. But it's just to get their channel up and popping. They think that they really know, but they don't.
But I'm gonna
right.
just I ain't got too much. Well, I'm gonna say this to Tori. I'm sorry what's going down there. You down there with what's going on, and I'm sorry for that man family because he was a real dude. And it's like you know what I'm saying. Jealousy and envy is what they don't understand. Jealousy and envy can go a long way. You know what I mean? Tragedy
Yeah.
that families happens like this every day. You know what I'm saying? I hear you had a lot going down in there, and I'm sorry for all that that's going down there in Texas. I got my brothers down there. My brothers live down in Dallas. One live in Dallas, one live in San Antonio. So you know,
So have you ever
it's
heard?
crazy.
So have you ever heard of Mo 3, Anthony? Do you know any of the stories? Can you kind of share with us a little bit?
Well, I mean, all I know, he's a true factor. I mean, he was a real dude, and the one they got saying estimated that did the thing, he was a real dude too. At one, all I know, I could say this: they was friends. And I mean, for them to go to that strategy to make it, to take one life and another life might be gone for the rest of his life, that's a tragedy. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I mean, diss tracks is diss tracks. I mean, ain't no rapper out here that don't do diss tracks. I mean, you
But you
can't.
know what I heard though? I
Yeah.
heard that, but I heard that things had gotten so bad. I'm talking about far as when he was on the bridge that he was gonna try to jump off the bridge to get
I
away
mean,
from
you
the.
gotta look. I mean, Tory just said. I mean, Tory no more than he down there, but I'm gonna just say like that. That strategy for that, all that was trying to get away. I mean, he had a lot of brothers out there shooting at him. I mean, it ain't too much more you can do when you got yourself cornered. You know what I'm saying, Tory? Or Tory left. But anyway, but that's just a tragedy. I mean, you got at any moment you got to figure out what you're gonna do. You know
So
what I
how
mean?
many people do you think? How many people do you think that was out there at the time shooting shooting at the car? And what do you think that do you think some of his peoples might have set him up? Was he too big?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. It just all I think is I'm just saying my opinion. I just think it was some jealousy and envy. You know what I'm saying? They both was blowing up. They used to be friends, which I thought it'd have been better if they could have sat down and killed their you know, I wish they would have just deaded it. This going back into a Tupac Biggie tragedy. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't about Biggie and Tupac, but look what happened. You know what I mean? I mean, it was bigger than that, but at the end of the day, it's tragedies, man. I mean, you losing good dudes out here, man. It's a lot of good rappers falling for bullshit. You know what I mean? For it's petty to me. It's just petty bullshit. Y'all all making money. Y'all doing good. Sometimes you can't take the streets to your rapping. You can't. You know what I mean? You got to change up somewhere. You know what I mean? You making money now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tori? You
Hey,
know what I'm
what's up,
saying,
man?
Tori. You understanding what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I dig what you're
I mean,
saying
you got to
because
change up, bro. You got to change up. I mean, I don't know the struggles and everything they're going through, but me looking on the outside, it's sad to see that we losing good people. You know what I mean? You losing good people. That's all I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
saying.
because I want to. I don't. That's what I don't understand. That's why I know what you're talking about when like they're making in the rap game to get out the streets, but they bring the streets to the rap game though.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
if you uplifting yourself to make stuff better for you, and you see you making good movements. I mean, you ain't got to show that you was a street. You ain't got to show
Don't,
you was a street nigga no more. I mean, you should be trying to preserve
don't,
niggas and get them out the street to show them you showing them positivity right now. You showing them that it's ways to
I'm
get out
saying,
of this shit.
I don't know why. Golly.
Shit, that's just like basketball players. You see, look, basketball players making a lot of money and they still making dumb moves. Come on, man. You can't make dumb moves. Man,
I hear
you
you.
can't make dumb moves. You can't make dumb moves. You took yourself to another. You took yourself to another level. You can't. I mean, it's sad that you got to get rid of some of your friends as you go up. You know what I mean? But that's the change that you're taking in life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to cutthroat you behind the. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes. You just gotta fall back for some people. I mean, you see them say what up, whatever, and everything. Go out and chill for a minute, and then go about your way. You can't keep everybody with you. You
So
gotta move
let me
on.
ask you this. So let me ask you this, Mr. Snowden. Do you think some of these rappers, when they start, getting notoriety and getting fame and money and all of that stuff, and some of their so-called homeboys that they grew up with, they start getting jealous and getting in their getting in their feelings and decide to try to take them down quietly or try to do something because out of the jealousy?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say like, I don't think they continue to be that way, but it's certain aspects of the whole scenario because when you going out and you know you flossing and you buying a lot of shit, and some feel jealousy on it because you're not looking out for them like you look out for other ones. You know what I'm saying, Tori? You know that you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
That's how they feel.
I just caught the end of it, but I got an idea what you saying because I'm trying to
So,
load up. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I'm trying to do this from phone, but it keep dropping. So I'm trying to load my laptop
okay.
right
Oh
quick.
yeah, well
No, no, that's all. It's
we
just
was talking
it.
about how some of these rappers when they become big, with fame and money and this and that, and then they got some of their homeboys that they try to put on, but they're still behind the scenes, and how some of them homeboys get jealous and envy of the fame that that they're seeking. They start either trying to set them up or they try to take them down quietly.
Yeah, because they know a lot of info about them, how they shake and move and stuff. But that happened in real life too, though. It just
Yeah,
happened in the rap industry.
it ain't
You
just a
know,
rap. That's a street shit. That's just real shit. That's what happens
yeah.
out here. That's
But
real shit.
yeah, but the dude, but it seemed like it's always that same dude because that even happened at the Last Supper. Jesus knew he had a hater up in there somewhere. You know what I'm
Judas,
saying? And-
Judas, you already
he was
know.
Right.
But
full
That's
of,
look,
why he
full of,
nominated
hey, but
Judas.
Tori,
That's
check
why
it.
he
Ain't it
nominated
crazy?
Judas as the treasurer.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
they sent
nominated
out,
Judas
baby.
as the treasurer
Out.
because he knew Judas loved money. He knew Judas loved this, and he already knew. He
I'm just
already
saying.
knew.
So since way back then, cause that's what they were
Yeah.
trying to say about Tupac. They were just like it was some jealousy going on. They said it about Biggie. It was some jealousy going on
There you go.
because because I heard Biggie was about to leave and take everybody that he brought over to Bad Boy with him. Cause he brought everybody to Bad Boy, and he was finna leave and get his own stuff. And look what happened though.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
because
that's
but
really.
hey, he got, but you got to remember, Biggie got caught up like Tupac did in the contract shit, just like Suge did Tupac and tried to get the West Coast thing because he wouldn't let him go. That's what
yeah,
Diddy was gonna do to Biggie. That's the same
yep,
thing. They're not gonna let their big money makers leave. They're gonna keep them on a contract some way, somehow to
yeah.
make that money.
Cause they trying to say it's some some West Coast people involved with that situation
Exactly. But
with Tupac. You know what I'm
yeah, but
saying?
I'm gonna just say
And,
this to Biggie Mom, how Biggie Mom, and God bless her soul, she gone now, but how Biggie Mom grew Biggie shit from 210
yeah,
million to 160 million, bruh.
yeah,
Listen to me. She got all love and blessed for everything. Regardless of all the bullshit her son went through, she stood there and strived and made him accountable brother. Man. She made her son accountable brother.
yeah,
His kids is good.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That don't surprise me because his mama just like you know what I'm saying, most of these mamas, that she amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It don't surprise me
Mm.
that she did
Y'all
that.
hold on. We got someone new on the panel. Hello.
Oh, they gone.
I ain't never seen them before.
Oh,
Who that
okay.
was?
I know. They'll come back. They'll come back. Go ahead. Finish
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
But
but
like
no, but no, I'm saying, but
like
that
mama.
happened. Yeah, yeah. I was just about to bring it up. I about to bring that up, and then I was about to say, you know what I'm saying, about the jealousy thing. No, that like I said, that happened in real life. That happened in the streets. That happened in the corporate. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that happened
And that's sad. That's
in the
sad that's sad though, bruh. I mean,
yep,
you can't get above nothing. It's always gonna be a Judas somewhere. It's always gonna be a Judas somewhere. And
hmm
Yeah,
I
there's
give
Judas
her. You
on
see,
YouTube. There's Judas
yeah.
on
But
YouTube
listen,
as well. Let's just keep it real.
listen. No, I'm just put this out there. Jay-Z. That's why he took off a lot of people. You see what I mean? He circulated
Yeah.
himself away from a lot of people because he knew how this was gonna go.
But
But
Yeah,
he
you
was
but
act
they
really
ain't
like
caught
you
bad.
up in
know.
the
Why are you
They ain't
talking? Why are
bad.
you talking like you know? Do you know Jay-Z?
uh-oh. You try to put a brother.
No,
Nah.
I'm just saying. You
I ain't
talking.
saying that. All I'm saying is how the rap game is. I'm gonna leave it like that, plain and simple. I mean, everybody needs some time. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna leave that
Oh, are
alone.
you
It's
an
like
undercover
it's like
rapper? No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you an undercover rapper and just
no,
down
I'm
these you
not. No,
disguising yourself as
wow.
a
For
subscriber?
real? No, I'm just a person just listening and talking. It's just respectful
No,
thing. It's just like with
you know,
anybody. It's
you
just common
know,
sense to everything you do.
So
you
you
know, he
don't know
know.
any of these you don't know any of these rappers personally? Let's please be honest.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know a couple. I know a couple. I'm not gonna say I don't. I know a couple.
Can you give us one? Just one.
Jay, I'll give you Jay, LL. God bless my man DMX. It is what it is.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
I grew up around a lot of people.
You knew DMX? You knew DMX personally?
Yeah, I know DMX personally. DMX used to live with my brother in Yonkers.
Oh, Tori, we got a celebrity in the house.
No, you don't.
We
Hey, no,
got a
Tori.
celebrity in
No,
the
you don't.
house. Oh
No, you
my
don't.
God.
Tori, you don't have a celebrity, bruh. No, no, kill that. You don't have a celebrity. Tori, the same as me. We all, you know, you grew up around it. You might know some too, and he can't say he don't, but it's cool. But at the end of the day, we all grew up around them before they was where they at. You know what I mean? It's the hood.
So
Yeah,
can
It's
but
you
the
Miss
tell
Brown,
us
hood.
about
but Miss Brown,
Mr.
Miss
Snow?
my
Can you tell us
my ex wife,
about
my
can you
ex
tell
wife
us
was
a
in
little
the.
about DMX? Just a little bit?
Huh?
Can you
Huh?
tell us about DMX just a little bit?
He DMX was a good dude. He was a real dude. I mean, he went through trials and tribulations like any brother out here in the hood. You know what I mean? And he persevered himself. You know what I mean? He took his stuff to another level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he had a lot of downfalls or whatever, but he kept his head. Instead of going to the left, he went to the right. You know what I mean? I mean, he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through trials and tribulations, man. I mean,
My,
life is hard for black people, and regardless of anything, what anybody say, you could be a rich black man, you could be a poor black man. Don't think that a rich black man ain't going through the same problems that a poor black man going through just because he got money. Money can only take you so far. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, money can only take you so far. You're gonna have trials and tribulations with money. Just because they keep their stuff secret and everybody else's stuff come out. At the end of the day, everybody has the same problems, man. It ain't nothing different about how everything goes. And
So
you know
let
what I'm
me
saying? That's
ask
just
you
real
this.
shit.
Do you think that once a rapper starts getting famous, even though they're from the hood, they need to cut the hood off and
No,
just kind of
I'm not saying I'm not saying that they need to cut the hood off because at the end of the day, you gotta understand the hood is half the things that make them. You know
I
what
was
I
about
mean?
to say,
Tori know that. The hood is
yeah,
half
it's
the
what
stuff
made
that
it.
makes you.
You
That
just got to
makes you.
leave it. Okay, look, a perfect example of that is because I'm down here in the South. Is Master P. Master P ain't okay because they were about to get $1 million deal, and he turned it. And, their first $1 million deal, and he turned it down because he felt like they were
Yep.
worth more. And then
Yeah. He
him and
he
C Murder,
he went out he went out and verged himself. He
yeah,
he
but
made his own thing and made himself bigger.
yeah, but look, him and Corey Miller was on the plane. They was arguing. He was like, "Man, why you turn that deal down?" Like, man, we could have went back and bought the projects. And people was like, "I ain't trying to be in the projects no more." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'm
he
building
still
up
went
bigger
back.
oh,
things.
okay.
He building
But
up bigger
but
things. See, Hey, Tori, just like you saying right now. See, look at Mr. P now. He still go back. He still go
Yeah,
back to the hood, but he don't stay in the hood. He don't
yeah.
mess with
You
a
got
lot of
it's
people. You know what I'm saying?
to a certain
So
it's
listen,
to a
y'all.
certain
Listen,
extent, like with a
wait a minute,
long handle
hold up.
spoon.
Hold up before we get back in the discussion because we got someone new. LaSasha, how are you? Welcome.
Hello, how are you? Long time
I'm
no
good.
hear. I've been listening and in some perspectives I could give you guys. Not everybody in generally I'm speaking of. When you come from the hood, it stays with you, it sticks to you. And also, those who become famous, it doesn't matter if they're actors or singers or rappers, it don't matter. The hood is the one that brings them to who they are now today. First of
Yeah, but I
all.
mean, but it's something.
And second
Okay,
of
my bad.
all, you cannot say, especially you cannot say that, oh, only because they're brought up from the hood is because it is not proper for them to be like now bringing up those people, but yes, bring up their people too. And they don't leave their people behind, they bring them up too. And I have a
Some
perfect
of them do, and
example.
some of them don't. Some of
I
them
have a
do,
perfect
and some of
example.
them don't.
Excuse me, Ma, excuse me. Let me explain to you something. I know Daddy Yankee, and let me tell you, all his people, he brought them up to his level. And
Yeah,
if they were poor or not, he brought them up to his level. And one of them, let me tell you, one of them was really poor. And he brought him up and brought him a mansion and got him into music. But
hmm
let me tell you something. Now that Daddy Yankee left touring and singing, but now he's singing all gospel. You know why? Because he wanted to bring more ghetto people up to his level, but in the level of Christ, not the
Ghetto
level as
people, say
mankind.
ghetto people.
I accept that. I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna ask you a question. I mean, it works for some people, so I'm gonna ask you this question: why ain't it work for MC Hammer?
yeah,
MC
what-
Hammer? Let me tell you about MC Hammer. MC Hammer became a Christian. I don't think you know that.
Okay, but I'm gonna
MC
say
Hammer
this,
became a
but
Christian, and
hold
Tyler
on.
Perry became a Christian.
Okay, but I'm gonna
And
ask
I
you this
know
question:
Tyler
MC,
Perry
hold
I'm
on.
gonna
personally.
have to mute you. Okay,
Who
go
me?
ahead. No, go
All I'm
ahead.
saying is this. No, I'm saying this. I understand what you're saying, but MC Hammer brought a lot of people with him. He
yeah,
brought he
so
brought he brought the hood with him, and the hood broke him.
yeah,
And then when they broke him, all the people that he helped, they didn't help him. I mean, I ain't saying that it's positive stuff that's happening, but it's negative stuff too. I mean, at the end of the day, it goes back and forth. We can go left or right. I mean, some people gonna do the right thing, some people not. That's all I'm saying. I mean, this is the way life goes. It's a roll of dice. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying. I ain't saying
yeah,
nothing bad about nothing, but you gotta look at the factor. Look at Invo. Look at TLC. Look at all the stuff they did, and they ain't they ain't even make money.
yeah.
They
But
just
see
made
that,
bad famous stuff.
yeah, but I wasn't saying leave the hood alone. It's just some things you just gotta leave alone. Just like Master P was getting on Court Miller about going and hanging out in the ghetto. His fool still went back and bought an apartment in the projects, and he was trying to tell that was one of their rules at the company: stay out the hood. But if he found you in New Orleans, he was gonna fine you $5,000.
No, I
Now,
feel you. I mean, it's
now
good
he
to
kept
help.
on going
Listen,
back.
it's good to
Yeah,
help
he
the
kept
hood.
on. Yeah, he
It's
kept
good
on
to
going
help the
back.
hood.
Yeah, he kept on. I'm saying, but he was hanging out there. You can't hang out there like that no more. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
Cause you don't upgrade it. You don't upgrade it yourself. It's gonna be brothers out there that gonna try to attack you. They gonna try to get you.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
just
saying,
you just telling the truth. Too.
but it got
You
him
know
in
what I'm
trouble.
saying?
It got him in trouble.
Yeah,
Look what he doing now. He got 100
yeah.
witnesses
You
saying
talking about his brother? You talking about
Yeah,
you talking about his brother,
yeah.
C
You know what I'm
Murder.
saying?
You talking
Yeah,
about C
yeah.
Murder.
Yeah, I was saying that's all. He got 100 witnesses saying he didn't do it. The whole club say he didn't do it, but he's still up in there 20 years later. You know what I'm saying?
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying,
It's rolling the dice.
but it's all about growing up too as a person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Exactly.
just gotta cut stuff off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep
I
cutting stuff
mean,
off.
you don't need a lot of friends. You don't need a lot of friends. The most friends you need is 5 or 6. That's personal to you.
Yeah,
Real shit.
I got
That's
the
just real.
same.
That's just
Yeah, I got the same homeboys for 30 years
I hear you. And I
since
ain't mad at you.
1992. We was
I
in.
ain't
I want
mad
to say
at you.
it just happened like that. It just happened like that. We all went to school together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything that's 30 years worth of friendship. You know what I'm saying? And and it's very particular. We very particular about who we let in our circle. It's about 8 of us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Our circle real small. It's real
I hear
small.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
we cool with a lot of people, but you know what I'm saying? Like to be, you know, like 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 we family though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
like
I
you
feel
got
you.
that favorite cousin, just like you got that favorite cousin or something, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna kick it or something or whatever. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like say it's like us three just hanging out or whatever, then you know what I'm saying, then y'all finna go somewhere, I'm finna fall back, you know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying, that's some family thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Something I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the little time, you know what I'm saying? Let me in. You know what I'm saying? But it's just things that you just gotta let go, man. And what's called
Exactly.
couldn't let go. But I'm just saying, what they said, dude was still acting like he was running the streets.
No, I hear you. He couldn't leave. He couldn't leave the streets alone.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. Cause I don't know him. Cause I just know people that do know him, and they said they used to be like this is barbershop talk, like literally. That's when I used to always hear about him. And then they used to be like, I be trying to talk some sense into him. He getting it. He getting it. Then
It was
next
a
thing you
clout.
know, mm-hmm.
Tori, you know it was a clout. Come on. It was a clout. Be honest. It was a clout. He don't got big. Now he could be the big man around the hood. That's all it is. It was just a clout. It was just a clout. I mean, he know he made mistakes. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You come from nothing and then you become something. You see what I
I
mean?
know. I know what you're talking about. Cause that happened to my other homeboy. That's my cause like when we was like 18, we was hanging out uh with this OG dude. He was 38. He used to always, you know what I'm saying, like try to, you know what I'm saying, keep us right. You know what I'm saying, make sure
Mm-hmm.
we was doing the right thing. Cause you know what I'm saying, we was out there just a little bit, just a little bit. He just seen where it was going. I'm gonna put it to you like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
you know, I went to college. My partner stayed back and he wound up in the streets. And then now he doing 25. And then me and he'll be talking about it, big homie, and he was just like, man, he said it seemed like that stuff was all for attention.
Yeah. See, it's some brothers that go up when brothers, you know, and they make it famous and think that they supposed to pull they pay, you know, pull their tail. It ain't about pulling the tail. You should be happy to see your brother blossom. It's all
Yeah,
about seeing them blossom. It ain't about you getting something because he made it. If he chooses to give you something, he got that option to do it. But don't be around with him to care, you know, to get the short tail to make something better for yourself. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If he feel that you a good person, he gonna look out for you regardless. At the end of the day, he gonna give you a blessing. But it ain't about you trying to, you know, like I'm just saying, like with MC Hammer. MC Hammer paid mad people.
yep. And he
Tori,
would pay.
you know you seen his concert. He paid mad people. That man was a billionaire wearing Reebok. No, no, I'm sorry, wearing Bishop Knights. British Knights.
British Knights.
Man,
Yep.
he paid a lot of people. And for
Yep.
him to go the way he went out and
Right.
and everybody just ran away from him. But I'm saying that to say
Okay.
this.
So
He back on
wait a minute.
Top.
Hold on. So now, wait a
He
minute.
never
So now
did
we
run
can let
away from no
Hot
one.
we can let
He
Miss
never said he ran
Sasha
away.
chime in now.
He never
So
ran
Miss
away.
Sasha,
He never said he did. I never said he ran away. I said they ran away. I never said MC Hammer ran away. They ran away from him. When they
Yeah,
got what they wanted, they left him alone. When he went bankruptcy, did you see anybody try to help him?
nope.
MC Hammer never went bankruptcy.
Yes, he did.
He had to
No,
start
he
over.
never did. He never
When
did.
he, when he
He
didn't
had
go
to start. He
bankruptcy.
had to start all over,
What are you
and now
talking
he's doing
about?
good.
Yeah, he doing
He's
good now. He did go bankruptcy.
yeah. He like 60. He like 60 years old, and he can still move like how he was back in the 90s.
Yeah, he did go bankruptcy. MC Hammer went bankruptcy. MC Hammer
Yeah,
lost everything.
that's why everybody used to be
so
trying to
now
make
I
fun of
mean,
him and shit.
tell me,
How did he become bankruptcy when he's a multi-billionaire? He
That,
was the
that's
first
that's the point.
one.
That's the
Oh,
point
he
we
was
trying
never
to. That's the point we
tell
trying to
you.
make. That's the
He
point we trying to
came
make.
back. He came back. When
That's
MC
what I'm
Hammer was
saying.
on top of the
Exactly.
game, he went bankruptcy.
No, he did not.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That was the
I'm
whole
not gonna
thing.
I'm you
That's why
I'm
everybody.
not gonna look it
That's
up.
why
Google
everybody.
it.
That's why everybody. Cause I was a little boy when this happened. Cause I bought that tape. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. With that single on there. Too legit to quit. And that song, Pray.
Yep.
And then after then he kind of started like falling off, and then he came back with a song with a album back in like 93, 94 or something like that, because my ex-wife was in
That's when he jumped on Death Row.
yeah, my ex-wife was in that video.
Yeah. When he jumped Pumps in the Bumps. When he came
Yeah.
back with Pumps in the Bumps. Yeah.
My ex-wife in that video.
Yeah,
My
remember,
ex-wife was in the music
remember,
industry.
Tori, if you remember, Tupac was like, yo, why you changing up your style? Remember that? Tupac told him, like, why you changing your style? Be you. And he said
Yeah.
he needed change for the changes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because Death Row got that gangster persona. Yep.
Yeah.
But they said ain't nothing to mess with. They say he ain't no punk. They said don't get
Oh,
it twisted.
no. They won't. Hey, listen. MC Hammer, hey, look, just because that nigga was walking around in them baggy pants and doing all them dances, yo, what Redman said? Redman said, yo, you be crazy as hell to mess with MC Hammer. And that was a true dude. He was a true
MC
hood nigga.
yeah, MC Search said it too. MC Search told the whole story about
Yep.
how he scared of him.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
He's just a
saying?
real dude. He
Like
started, he,
he from Oaktown, Oakland. Them
yep.
Oakland
wow,
boys,
ain't that
them Oakland boys don't play. Them Oakland
Yo,
boys don't.
hey,
well,
Tori.
y'all know,
Yeah.
I guess y'all know a lot of history, but listen, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna get some music to take us up out of here. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Tori.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Miss Lady, I'm gonna just say this. It wasn't nothing about disrespecting anything. I was just saying that, it could go either way. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, but I
it could
was
go
trying to
either way.
explain. Okay, but hold up. Hold up. I want to explain something to you guys. What happened to Tupac and Biggie Small? I don't know if you know. Did you know that P. Diddy is arrested for murder for Tupac and Biggie Small after
I heard.
25 years?
Well, we heard about that. We heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
but get
let
your
me
story straight.
ask you something.
What story are you talking about,
Hold on.
though?
Let me ask you
No,
something.
I mean, what story are you talking about, though?
Miss Lasasha. So, I mean, are you a producer? Are you an undercover producer? Because that's how you know so much about some of these entertainers and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out because I know this is your first time here, and if you are, please welcome and come back again. So, I mean, you seem like you know a lot of stuff about the entertainment. So are you a promoter or are you a music director? Could you let my audience know, please?
Actually, I'm not a director, but I am a manager. I wanted to clear that, and also I have connections with most of the actors, and I wanted to let you know that remember we got connections with a DJ. Don't forget that one, Mama.
Oh, that was weird right there. I know what you're talking about.
And who do you think I'm talking about?
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So
Who do you think we are talking
wow.
about? I
So
don't think
listen,
so.
listen.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
glad.
uh,
I'm glad that you. I'm
uh,
glad that you
J-
came through with everything. I usually be in here 1 hour, maybe two at the tops and stuff. So I just really want to tell you, please come back and you said you're in the entertainment business, so you would definitely be able to share my video out and then also maybe bring some of your entertainment to my show and maybe they can kind of perform on my show. But thank you so much. Y'all hold on, I'm gonna get some music to take us up out of here.
all right.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
well, why she
Tori.
doing that? Why she doing that, Miss Lady? You talking about outside the studio, huh? Oh, she gone. Hey, what's up, dog?
Yo, I was gonna say you had said something last week about something that happened in your town, and you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to get condolences, and cause I know it was something about some kids. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I give my condolences, and man, keep your head up, cause I know you seen a lot of stuff happening down that way. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But it's mad love. All y'all have a good one, man, and God bless y'all,
All right.
man.
All right. You too, bro.
Yep.
Yo, Jay, you need to stop. Yo, Jay, you need to stop. Yo, Jay, you need to stop. Yo, Jay, you need to stop, boy.
she'll back down this and every other type.
All right, everybody. All right, that is the end of our show. I want to thank my advisor kings, advisor queens, and my advisor honeys. Listen, I apologize for my phone to be going off the way it did. And the only reason why is because I'm supposed to be in the studio. I'm supposed to be in the music studio. Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, dang. And they calling me. But listen, y'all, please, please, please make sure you tune in next week for Freaknik Friday. But yeah, it's been something else. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. You know, we might have had either some producers, some scouters, or something, because they know a lot about the entertainment business, which is fine because y'all already know I like music. I do music and stuff like that. So they seem to know a lot of stuff about the music, you know, world and all of that. So I want to thank my guests. I want to thank LaSasha. LaSasha, I'm pretty sure, you know, she told you what she do and stuff like that. So thank you for hanging out with us and stuff like that. And please come back next week. And yeah, bring your peoples over here. Let's have some fun. Let's do a collab. Let's have some fun. Also, I want to thank Tori. Y'all already know Tori's an OG down these YouTube streets, and he always come with the tea, the coffee, the pop, and all of that stuff with some good stuff. And he got his own channel going on, y'all. So I am going to also, if y'all hold on for a minute, I am going to get his channel. And please, 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 y'all make sure that y'all go subscribe to his channel and stuff, because he has a lot of interesting stuff. He has a lot of interesting content. You know what I mean? And it ain't all about no messy stuff, because sometimes, yes, sometimes we can get with the rah, but there is some stuff that also you can learn from his channel too. So that's his channel. And y'all go and check him out. Please go and check him out. So if you're hiding in the basement, you know, under stairs, whatever, in the clouds somewhere, y'all go ahead and support Tori 465 channel. You know what I mean? Because he's always over here supporting the Visor Gang. So we need to return the favor and go ahead and support him. I also want to thank Mr. Snowden. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, because I noticed, you know, my last couple of live streams, you've been there and stuff like that. And you seem to know a lot of stuff about the entertainment as well. So thank you so much. I don't know if you're a scout. I don't know if you're a promoter, a producer, or whatever, but thank you so much. I've always said, if you do right by your channel will do right by you. And eventually YouTube will start opening up the doors and start letting those people in that's catered to your channel. Positivity. You know what I mean? Because if you start with the mess, and I told y'all before, if you have a messy channel and you run a messy channel, those are the type of people that you're going to get. Those are the type of people that you're going to get coming your way. The ones that don't have going on for themselves, the ones that don't have a job, the ones that love to dox, the ones that's envious, the ones that bring that jealousy, the ones that bring that craziness to your channel. And that's just what it is. So, Tori, you got anything you want to say before we up out of her?
No, I appreciate you inviting me up on the panel as always, and it was good talking to Anthony and to LaSasha. Hope to talk to them again. I'll be back next week. Be back up on. I'll try to be back. Well, I'm gonna be back up in the chat. You know that. So, and
Yeah.
but everybody had themselves a good weekend, a blessed weekend, a safe weekend, and you know, just be with your family and stuff right now.
Yes, and thank you again, and thank you know, my new potential subscribers and all of that for getting me higher numbers now, because now that, you know, I'm going up in numbers, you know, I want to go up a little bit higher, but y'all already know with this game, you know what I mean, you just gotta keep on going, you know what I mean, even though we already know we're swimming among sharks. You know what I mean? but we just have to keep on going with our channel. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and rest assured, those sharks that you see swimming in this big old YouTube lake or pond or ocean, eventually they're going to start drowning. They're going to start drowning because these channels are going to start canceling each other out. And what I mean by that, it's going to be too many reports on certain channels. It's going to be too many doxing on channels. It's going to be too many strikes on channels. And then they got to go and build a new channel. That's just what it is. That's just how this YouTube thing works. So anyway, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And y'all go back. Like I said, y'all go back and y'all look at, my single, and I apologize if y'all didn't hear it for some, for some that didn't hear it earlier, because I heard that it was way too loud, but I did get it right in the end. Because one of my subscribers said that they couldn't really hear it. It was staticky or whatever. So I'm hoping that the last one, I did before I cut out and, end the show, that you guys were able to hear a little sample piece. You know what I mean? So anyway, I love y'all. Tori, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Make sure you come back next week. And y'all keep y'all notifications on, because you never know when a bitch might be back. And also be looking out for some new music too. Okay, I love y'all. All right, bye.
Yeah.